Hi, this is Art Life Video Vlog, day 74. My name is Mercedes Orozco, and we're at Milepost 5.
My name is Jacob Wolf. Thank you, Mercedes. Not Xena.
Not Xena.
Although she seems like the warrior princess type.
Well, do we talk to the camera?
Yeah, we can talk to the camera,
Okay.
we can talk to each other. That's
Okay.
kind of our audience right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so hi.
They look great. You
Hi,
guys
audience.
are amazing.
We love you. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Art rules.
Art rules.
Alright.
So, we're here at Milepost 5, like she said, and you are a curator here. You live here.
Mm-hmm.
We're in your bedroom.
This is my bedroom. I'm a volunteer curator and coordinator of our galleries. We have 3 galleries, 2 buildings, 3 galleries, and now recently acquired a coffee shop and performance space.
When is the coffee shop supposed to be going up?
Our soft opening, we're aiming for April.
April.
Our performance space soft opening is February 6th.
February 6th. What are you doing on February 6th?
Come check it out. We're going to have a great event.
You said you have posters and flyers?
We will. We're working on those.
Okay.
Those are coming.
If you get me some, I'll help hand them out.
Awesome.
Because I'm going to be passing out flyers for February's 4th effing Friday
Okay.
soon, and I'll just fucking tag team that.
Yeah, we'll do the same. We'll put your stuff here and
Awesome.
spread it
Team
around.
up.
Art collaboration.
Word.
So, yeah. So basically, there's a group of us. There's different committees now that we have enough people ready to volunteer, and so I'm part of the gallery committee, and we just make calls, get work, curate, set up, mount, make the events happen, and
Are the artists that are in the galleries solely artists that live here at Milepost 5?
no, it's open to the public.
Oh, hey, my artist friends.
Yeah, we are in the process of maybe rearranging our calendar. We had started booking shows pretty well, actually. We have artists coming in. We have a guy coming in from India. We have someone coming in from DC. I mean, just people coming in to have shows here. I hope we have what it takes. But,
You got it.
thank you. Hopefully, let's do this. Let's fucking do this.
Right, that's the way I feel. Let's take over.
So, now that we're rearranging the calendar, we have to kind of look at what's going on. Basically what we did is we decided to give ourselves a little more wiggle room. We used to have an opening every month, every first Friday of the month, but we don't have enough resources yet. We're still trying to get off the ground and really focused on doing quality jobs and presenting great work and not half-ass anything, and be able to put the resources in that we need. So in order to be able to do that, we're not necessarily ready to do that every month.
Right.
So now that we're spacing stuff out, it kind of looks like our calendar year is full.
Wow.
Which bums me out because I want more people, but it's true that we can't just be chasing our own tails. So,
Right.
so yeah, we'll send a notice out once that's happening, because I'm still reaching out to artists like, do you mind if we switch you from this month to this month? I swear we're professionals. So, yeah.
So, you were telling me a little bit about your art, and you tried to describe, tell me what your art is. How would you...
Oh man, I wish I wasn't struggling with that already for this proposal.
I know, I'm kind of... We talked about this, and I'm pulling it out again.
Yeah. Okay. My work is mixed media. It has different branches. There's a illustration side of my work, which is very humorous, very cynical, very dark, self-loathing, self-deprecating, sort of the dark, funny side. There's photography, which is usually very self-portrait based, sort of like a study on myself. this constant, who am I, what am I doing, what represents me, where do these feelings come from? And the mixed media stuff is very, it's more about my fetishism and attachment to objects, and sort of the idea that objects carry so much baggage. Even the stuff that you get rid of means something, you know. It says a lot about who we are, the objects that we carry with ourselves and the objects that we get rid of. So there's this whole interaction with objects that often happens, like that turns into this stuff that you see in the background, which is kind of like a map of time and memories and stories and sort of this collection. So yeah, those are the three branches: the humorous one, the self-studying one, and the...
Alright, do you want to show off
sure.
some of that?
These are some experiments that I've been doing with watercolors.
I think those are really rad, landscapey type.
Yeah, like old maps or something.
Yeah.
There's a couple more.
And then she's got...
Here's another.
There's another one.
That's the original one.
And then these are on like business cards almost.
Yeah.
But they're little illustrations. And I don't know if you can read these. I'm trying my best. But she's got a bunch of these.
Tons and tons. It's kind of the funnest part.
Yeah, those are what you like doing?
Yeah.
And then these are more detailed. These are actually really neat, yeah.
Yeah, I made a calendar. That's how that happened. So I made 12. Well, and I guess there's also just like a totally different side of me, which this is always in conflict with people because I don't think this is art. People think it's art, but it's the crafty side of myself.
Okay.
Among many things, such as mini journals, which are like so cute.
Neat. Mini journals.
I make these little matchboxes.
You make these?
Yeah. Well, I don't build the boxes, but
Okay.
I make them awesome, basically. I make them become awesome.
How much do you sell these for?
$3 a piece.
$3 a piece, and you can have your very own little matchbox. Isn't that neat?
The cool thing, I guess, is that I ended up buying a box of 1,000 matchboxes, and I still have maybe 200 left over.
Wow.
Don't worry about that. But I decided at some point that I was gonna try my best not to repeat stuff. So there's definitely like a little special part about each one. But yeah, that's a constant argument that I have with people. Like, yeah, your art, and I'm like, no, that's craft. There's art. The art is the really serious stuff, you know, the stuff that really gets to you. And I'm like, but these are so cute. They can be cute, but they're not art.
So there's a definite difference between your arts and your crafts.
I believe so. I mean, this is obviously the most controversial idea, and it will never, everybody has their own idea of what
Right.
art is. But that's another really awesome theme. That's a theme for me, like the what is art line, which is, I think, what I would like to go to grad school about. Like, I'm ready to define art, like put it in a box and like stand behind it as snobbily as I can. But yeah.
Cool. So how did you start on the journey that has led you here? In your art life?
Yeah. So I was living in San Diego, California, and I I needed to go. I'm from Mexico originally.
Okay.
So I was born in Mexico City, then we moved a bunch, and then we ended up in San Diego. And the entire time I was like, I'm going back. Eventually, when it came time to pick a college and do that, which my parents were writing me hard about, and I was like, no, but I didn't want to commit too much. Since my childhood, I had thought that I should be a graphic designer. But by the time that I was in this college decision-making point, I was like, I'm not gonna work for the man, I'm not gonna sell my creativity so they can sell products. So I was like, art is the best way that I can get a degree, have awesome homework, please my parents, and get out of San Diego. Because the way that university works in Mexico is way simpler. You don't have to worry about general education or prereqs or anything. You're just like, you pick your major and then you go to school for 4 or 5 years just in that. You know how like if you want to study something here, you still have to take some geography and math and stuff. And I was like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Right.
Which is part of why I went to Mexico. And so I signed up for this program that was called Visual Arts with an emphasis in photography. And I thought that that was a great major because if any art degree matters, photography is probably the one. Like, you want to go to National Geographic.
I'm going to agree with you there.
Yeah, photography.
Photography.
The one that you can say to National Geographic or a magazine or a production company, like, I have a degree in this, and maybe it'll mean more than like, I'm a professional illustrator